Hey everyone, how we doing? My name is Tim Pongrez and this is Focus on Detailing. Today's video is all about getting foamy. As the detailing industry grows, so too does the information and accessibility to it, both spreading in tandem. But how do we know what actually works and what's just for show? Getting pretty philosophical here. A lot of detailing videos out there you'll see are very aesthetically appealing, one of which is snow foaming your car. Looks cool, but does it actually have any benefit to cleaning it? For this video, I'll be using 3 foaming products from Bowden Zone. I believe it'll give me a good idea as to how to answer that said question. So we're not exactly going to be outlining the differences between those 3 foaming products, though that will be touched upon, rather going over the art of foam. Now, instead of talking too much during the intro, let's just get straight into the test video. What better way to start a video than with the mighty VT Commodore? This will be a fill-in for the older car covered in moderate mess. To start, I'll be using the purple concoction called Snow Good. But before doing anything, I had to undertake the standard wheel cleaning procedure, as they were pretty bad and needed that heavier decon treatment. Didn't take long and I was at that more exciting part of the clean now. I did as instructed and filled my foam lens with a ratio of 1 to 10, and using my gurney pressure washer started coating the car. It was an extremely thick foam building up over the VT. Everything was treated to this super clingy mix, and was quite enjoyable having the car almost change colour entirely. So this begs the first question. As great as this looks, what are we doing? In this case, the purpose is to, and this will be a common theme, coat and emulsify. That's the way it's supposed to work in theory. As this thick foam sticks, what's actually happening is it's safely dislodging, dissolving, and weakening that exterior filthy layer. They say it's good to coat the car from bottom to top, as it allows the likely dirtier spots to have a longer dwell time. But as long as you get good coverage, you should be pretty right. It's the rinsing off that's more important, just so you don't rinse the dirtier spots to where you've already cleaned. Its cleaning abilities can obviously only go so far. It's a very basic way of a gentle clean, but while it is completely coated, it's a good time to grab a soft brush and clean those tighter, hard to reach spots, using the thick foam as a lubricant. You can also give the brush a quick spray with an APC for a superior clean. You can see as it runs, it's gently dragging the lighter built up mess with it, and now having it rest over the car for several minutes, it was all set to be rinsed off from top to bottom. Being a pH neutral way of cleaning means it shouldn't impact the existing protective layers resting over the car. Impressively, you can still see Fuso Coat's wax having an ever so slight effect with the water repellency after several harsh months. The foam did do a great job of breaking down the bug splats and dirt to then be pressure washed off. An important part of car detailing is undertaking cleaning procedures that make the one that follows either easier, safer, or both. This is a fantastic way to decrease the chance of having those lighter contaminants damage the surfaces when having it cleaned during the 2-bucket washing process. This is a small but major part of the foam wash, but of course, there's more to it. The VT had little to no protection applied, so it would be what I'd say what you'd commonly have to deal with. A prime example of a daily that shows that the foam cannon can break down light mess, but there's still more to do. Bring out the next ride. This gorgeous blue Z4 was in for the inside and out treatment, but I thought it would be great to include within this video, as it has been ceramic coated. Same ratio as before, but this time I used the red mix called Snoo Job. Now I'm dealing with a new car with what I'd hope would have very few defects, and I'd be wanting to decrease the chance of installing any during the cleaning process, as well as impacting the coating. Heavy bug splats can be a recipe for disaster, so it's going to be essential that the foam has time to dwell so it can hopefully soften up that mess. Also, I decided to incorporate or include 2 steps in one, as I sprayed the wheels with an iron decontaminating spray before slathering on the foam. This makes for a safer and somewhat therapeutic way to clean your wheels,
watching the white foam mesh with the iron fallout. Now, foaming your car isn't all spray, dwell and rinse. Other cleaning processes can be mixed in too, as you'll see later. Another technique when foaming down a car is to use a wash mitt while it's all covered. This saves time and is perfect for when your car isn't overly dirty, but you're restricted if it is a warmer day, as you don't want the foam baking onto the paintwork. Some washes, like this one though, can be applied in the direct sunlight, although make sure it's obviously not too hot. This is a prime example as to what I often talk about relating to proper preparation. This BMW completely coated makes maintenance that much easier. Having it foamed up and pressure washed off would have made for a nice touchless wash, and I very easily could have called it a day. But since the customer did want me to do a little more, I had to go through with the other cleaning steps. Across the board, the foam made for a deeper and safer way to clean this BMW. It's always fun when they've been looked after. But what about a car with no coating, heavy bug splats and mud washed panels? Bring forth the Tunland. This mess has been resting for a while, but will hopefully make for a great example as to how to perform a deeper but still safe clean with the foam cannon. This time, before making it snow over the car, I sprayed half the front with an APC. Only half, as I want to see how much of an effect that actually has. As soon as I was content with the application, I grabbed the foam cannon and the third and last mix from the Bowden's own pack, Fat Foam. As the foam hit the car, it encased the APC, hopefully creating an amalgamation of a gentle cleaner. We don't want it to stain the plastics with the APC, and we also don't want it baked onto the paint either. This is why the foam is used. It allows for a longer dwell time for the APC without drying and dilutes it, but not to the point of it impacting its cleaning ability. I believe this can also be done with an iron fallout spray, but that would obviously be done later down the track. This is yet another way foam can be incorporated into other tasks. This isn't the most aggressive cleaner, like a happy medium, and I dare say a bug and tar removal spray would be even better. But this is still doing a fantastic job of melting down the bugs and grime. After several minutes, again I pressure washed it all off. Happy to say it did make a noticeable difference. Keep in mind these were hard stuck on bugs and no agitation was needed yet. They had been softened, so during the next step with the wash mitt, it would be a much easier task to clean up the residual mess. There are dedicated foam mixers that are obviously more potent for dirtier cars. Bowden's own do indeed have that covered too, called Mega Snow Job. So is using foam to clean all that? Plain and simple, yes. No matter if your car is filthy, coated or somewhere in the middle, there's plenty of benefits from having the foam. The party pack from Bowden's own had all similar attributes. pH neutral, super clingy, easy to rinse off, and helped to loosen grit and mess. They also all had a sort of fresh, summery smell, which was always good when you're cleaning a car. But if you think this foam cannon would be enough to clean your car to that immaculate standard, you'll be disappointed. Many do think it's foam, rinse and dry. The main purpose of using the foam cannon is to make the cleaning step that follows, like using a wash mitt, safer. Light mess gone and what's left will be collected with more ease, without being grinded back into the paintwork. There's plenty of foam washers out there that could work in with what you prefer and what suits the job at hand. Some being heavier cleaners with an increased alkalinity and others being a softer pH neutral wash. But they all play a similar role and one done correctly can work very well. I hope this video helped you out in some way and you enjoyed it, as I sure had fun using these three foams and creating this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Take care, and I'll catch you all later.